podcast. We are in season 3 now. And with season 3, we are going to make Ryan our official third person. So, of course, there's going to be times where he's not going to be here, but, we'll figure that out. Just like before when we'd have Lucas, and Lucas would sit out sometimes. But for the most part now, Ryan will be here all the time because we felt like he was a better fit more than anyone, not saying nothing about anybody else. I think Ryan's got the time, and also Ryan has the knowledge.
You got nothing to do, so you better.
Declan's got stuff to do. We need to hurry up.
Yeah.
He's got a man weekend.
Let's talk about the show.
He's got Wild Hog weekend.
It's not even a weekend. We're recording this on the weekend.
The weekend's over.
It's Sunday today.
It's Comic-Con week. That's all that matters.
We're going to have hot fire this coming up week.
We haven't even talked about Thor yet. Yeah, we're not even talking about Thor today.
I know. It's just a lot's going on, so there's a lot to cover. Because
we just had a break at a bad time.
Yeah, we're the one that's like, a break would be good right now.
Well, but you were going to see Thor. You still haven't seen Thor,
No, I'd say no. I started it and then I stopped it.
Why?
You walked out the theater?
Yeah. The quality of it was like, I'm not sure if I want to sit with this yet, and I got up and so I wasn't sure. And it was weird times. Weird times in the Enriquez household. I was like, I don't know if I want to sit. It was like late at night. Should I do without my family? And I don't do most things without my family.
Watching movies alone is very weird.
No, I get
people go by themselves all the time. Who asked me? Maybe it was Adam. Adam asked me, he's been on here I think once, but he's been on the challenges. He was like, do you ever go to movies by yourself? I was like, fuck no.
You never go to
movies strange.
But like, Donnie goes a lot by himself.
I've gone like twice.
My dad used to go all the time by himself.
Tran goes by himself.
I just think of Sarah Marshall. Do you remember Sarah Marshall at all?
The movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember the movie, but...
Well, Jason Segel, he ends up walking up to go to dinner.
Jason Segel.
And Jonah Hill's like, how many do you have? He's like, just one. And then he's like, really? Do you want a magazine or anything while you're waiting for your food and stuff? So I always think of that. It's just funny because it's like it is awkward to be by yourself around people. Maybe dinner.
Is it
a lot
weird?
of people eat dinner and treat themselves.
You never walked through like a Jim Boy's taco and eat by yourself?
No.
Never?
The only time I've ever...
How is that weird? I think it's weird.
I would say the only time maybe is during break.
If I go to like a restaurant, right? I can understand.
A Jim Boy's taco. I like that was.
That's not a restaurant. That's what I mean.
I know, but I like that was your treat. What your example?
It's like a McDonald's.
Your example.
I didn't want to use like a
McDonald's.
But you have to go into Jim Boy's. What I mean.
Yeah, but so you're like, you never sat down and just had a taco.
Okay, so the only appropriate place you're allowed to sit down and eat by yourself, I guess we're deciding it right now. The only appropriate place is a place that doesn't have a drive-through,
but Jim Boy's
and doesn't have a wait staff.
Does have drive-through.
I've never been to a Jim Boy's that has drive-through.
I don't know. It's that one that's way.
There's one on what?
No way.
Elkhorn. There's one.
I wonder how is Jason. It's Jason.
People are going to start to triangulate.
Is Jim Boy's across the nation? If people,
it's franchised here.
Then if people ever come to California, I highly recommend.
I lifted with.
It's the best fast food Taco Bell or taco.
I was lifting one day and the person was like, "Oh yeah, my son owns all the Jim Boys in the area." I'm like, "Okay, like,
can I get some free food?" That's all I asked.
Just in the you were in the gym?
I was lifting,
and you were just sitting there doing your own fucking thing. And some lady.
When did you go to the gym?
I didn't say go. Not lifting, lift.
He said I was in the gym, and then he goes, "I was lifting."
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah. Like I was like, "When do you lift, Ryan?"
Uber lifting.
Oh.
With a Y.
Oh. Oh.
I believed you. I've seen all manner of.
The only lifting I do is my dog because his back legs are going out.
Because Ryan I would think, would talk about lifting or say something.
No, I don't think if I went to the gym, I'd be someone that would post pictures and stuff.
No, God, no.
You definitely wouldn't be talking about it either.
Well, I think you talk about it from
I think it's a thing that most people go to the gym don't talk about it, but there's just such a vocal minority of people that just won't shut up about it. I get it. It's good for you. Go to the gym. Okay, get some exercise. Just touch grass.
I mean, I need it.
Working out though. I'm talking about working out as far as like telling people like as far as conversation goes, where you're like R2. What are you doing?
This is never on. I don't know why this is. Whatever. If the audio gets fucked up, we'll have another week break.
You didn't test it out, so.
Whatever. Who fucking cares? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna pause it and test it right now.
Season 3.
All right, you're gonna have to cut this together if I stop this right
That's
now.
fine.
Okay.
The bad part is the filming. I get really tired of that actor. Like, he's funny, but he's the same. Do you ever watch that movie, The Package? Everyone thinks it's dumb. I think it's hilarious.
Is that when he cuts off
His dick, yeah, it's hilarious. But he's the same fucking dude. And then he used to be there's a commercial for T-Mobile. Did you see Hey Ash? She's in some commercial now. An Allstate commercial.
Was she?
Yeah. She's like running to the register, dropping off a bunch of things. Like, oh, I'm not done yet. She runs away. And everyone's like, Ash. And she's got hella gray hair like she does.
Well, she dyes in gray.
No, she doesn't. Because she started getting it hella gray. Even during Hey Ash, she was getting it hella gray.
I'm pretty sure she dyes it though.
You think so?
Can you hear it? What the fuck were we talking about? Hopefully, Ms. Marvel, right?
We will be. We're going to talk about why doesn't Declan finish Stranger Things.
I don't care.
I cannot wait to talk about the seasons and go through it, because I would say let's wait till like.
You know, we could have done that if you'd actually watched the seasons when they came out.
We could have, but you still haven't finished 5.
Yeah, because no.
It's amazing. It's amazing television.
I don't doubt it. I'm just not
reading more into the
not
Duffer
enthused about it.
The Duffer brothers. Oh my god! I was like, dude, these guys are actually.
They want to do Ghost Rider.
Do they? Oh, in my pants.
Can they do Ghost Rider?
Can they?
Can they? With
I don't see
skulls and China.
Vecna, please.
I mean, if it's on Disney Plus, then yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, this last season was brutal, dude.
Well, he just means like
Skulls cannot be
countries.
shown. Skulls and demons cannot be shown in China, the largest market for Disney.
I don't think they give a shit.
They do. They definitely do.
No, because something just came out that they
It was
didn't.
Ms.Marvel.
Was it Ms. Marvel?
It was Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. They're like, whatever.
They do.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
It's their largest market.
They did Doctor Strange without worrying about the market.
That's not like.
They left the Pride logo on Miss America's jacket, and
China just said no.
Several countries.
What a sick world. Sick world. Speaking of Pride, Kitty Pride. No, Declan's losing, blowing a fucking microchip. Ms. Marvel finished. We stopped at 3.
Did we do yeah, with Donald?
And Donald is actually mad he didn't get an invite today.
Oh my god, that guy's always like, I don't want to be on the podcast. And then he's like, when we leave him out or don't even bother asking him, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he talks shit, and then he's like, he actually cares deep down. It's like the Grinch. Like, he cares deep down
No,
inside.
because his heart won't go 3 times as
He wants his penis to.
That's not a good joke.
Why? Because you'd be jelly.
No, because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I just made this all hella awkward. Fuck you.
He was like, he wants to play board game tonight. I'm like, I'm down. I go, but probably around whatever, after we're done with the podcast. And he's like, angry face. Why didn't I get invited?
He sent you an emoji?
Yeah. He sent me an emoji.
Dude, Jake sent me a... You're definitely going to have to take this off the podcast. Jake sent me in the middle of the night. It was like...
My brother?
No. Magic Jake.
He sent me a pool game.
He sent me a cup game. Why? I took a screenshot. I was going to send it to you.
He sent me a pool game the other day.
Did you be like, hey, well, yo, I'll play, but what's this?
I just played and he never hit it back, so I don't know. Dude, strange guy. But anyways, so...
If you listen to this, we're hoping you're doing good.
We do hope he's doing good.
I thought probably won't make it.
I thought we were going to hang out with him.
Just send it to just him. Just send this clip to him.
But yeah, so
we were talking about with Donald. Donald's mad he's not here. Fuck him anyway.
4 and 5 fucked me up. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Like, it went too much.
What did I text you? I said I couldn't be fucked to care about it anymore.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm interested to hear what Ryan thinks, because...
Yeah, let's hear Ryan's thoughts first before me and Ernie go into tirades.
Ms. Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, when episodes 4 and 5 came out, where they stopped doing the cool, cute Spider-Verse, and we get one thing of her YouTube channel, the badger, the honey, whatever it's called, the koala, sloth, whatever it is.
Sloth baby?
Sloth Baby. Oh,
They were asking
I love that name.
They're asking the nicknames, and she's like, "Oh, they call me Sloth Baby." I was like, "Oh,
That's a cute name.
no, that's cringe."
That's a cute name.
No, it's not.
I think they just found it was important to show more of her culture.
No,
And-
that's fine, but they
But the
introduced like
story
6
was
characters.
Stupid. I didn't. It changed.
Why was it stupid? Can you explain us?
Because it changed the whole dynamic of the show.
And how did it do that?
It got rid of the lightheartedness of a girl coming to age and all that. It went straight.
But without that, she wouldn't have grown.
It went
as a
straight
character.
into Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Not even close.
Okay, I'm sorry, Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like literally.
Like the tone of it?
Yeah.
Or-
I don't think quite that bad.
Oh yeah, it was that bad.
Okay, so
It wasn't bad as far as like, bad acting and stuff
They-
like that.
the thing is they drop all these good parts, like her relationship with Bruno, this weird love triangle they got going on with Amran.
Brian.
And like you leave her dad and her brother who are fun characters that we've learned more about, and eventually they come back in the 6th episode. You know, her brother shows up and helps her, but we miss out on those relationships. Like we can learn more about our culture. We miss out on those relationships, and we get introduced to 2 cousins I couldn't give a fuck about. Her grandma, who's a senile old lady who doesn't really do anything.
They didn't even follow any of them. It was more about they needed to do the
worst part
backstory
is
of the
red
villains.
daggers, because they
I
show
thought
up
it
at
was
it.
the clan. That's what are they called?
Clanensteins.
For
No,
me,
but
it was-
those were introduced in the first 3 episodes. What I'm
But
talking
they
about-
were one of the worst parts of that part.
Yes, there's no
But-
good payoff for them.
Well, they wanted to explain Aisha's story.
Yeah, but that's like,
Her great grandma.
and then
And
they were. I don't know. Were they the bad guys? Was
All to me is that those 2 episodes caused so much confusion and lost me, my wife, and my son. Were like,
just wasn't very interesting.
this is boring. It's not interesting.
I like the culture stuff. I like when
So,
she's traveling around the town.
The
I like
cool
she's talking
thing
to
is we do
people.
get to see the Kree hand, which I don't care what anyone says. It's a blue hand. It's going to be Kree, where they find the bangle. They need 2 bangles to open up the realm or whatever. And I don't know, why do they keep seeing trains?
only once.
No, it was more than once. Wasn't it more than once they
No.
saw the train?
Well, she sees it early, and then
when
that's
they're
like,
chasing her.
did you see the train, Beta, and all that stuff? And then she calls them, and that's when they go. But they
But
just the
it
thing
was-
is they
it was like
drop
the
these
bracelet.
characters that they were building that had good relationship, and they add like a bunch of characters. They had a mentor that gets immediately killed. They had another boy. It's like, I get it's a coming of age story. Girls are interested in boys when they get to that age.
I
But
mean,
you
they're
don't
all
need
in the
another
comics.
one.
They're all in the comics, which is
Yeah,
fine.
but you don't need to
you'll
do all
to
this
throw
stuff
it all in.
right now, right?
But I think they should have stayed away from that. They could have done the bangles and flashbacks, but I do know they did have the
They needed the flashback.
10 rings is hanging in the background where the bangles are, which I do think is a huge connection.
I think the important thing is
The 10 rings are where?
You saw it in the ground. The
How could they be there?
they were.
How
built-
long ago was that?
1942.
That's when he got the rings? Because didn't the Mandarin have the rings when he was like in ancient China? And he's like, fuck.
He's had them for years. I
Then
don't know.
how were the 10 rings in there?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you just say the symbol of the 10
The
rings?
symbol.
Okay, when you say the 10 rings, I thought the actual
No,
rings.
not the relic.
But the 10 rings
The relic.
also look very similar to Kamala's
Yes.
thing. And
Well, and you have to remember-
Captain Marvel was talking
Captain
about
Marvel
it.
does talk to
There's a
Shang-Chi.
signal.
That there's a
Got a
beacon.
strange signal.
There's a beacon to it,
It activated something deep out in space.
which I think might be the negative zone or something close to it.
Poor Kamala.
But
She's just chased around by a Crayola.
But
bug.
that whole thing wasn't that great for me. And so the old lady that looks like death, we all got the prequel with the
What?
with the
Who?
the main bad guy that
Oh
has
my
the
god, you're so mean.
She looks like Isma from Emperor's New Groove.
You're just a bully.
Sorry, I'm calling like she.
Sorry, I just hate people based
She
on
could
things
say I
they
look
think.
like Jabba the Hutt. I'll take it, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, but it's a lot more misogynistic when you say.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I know you don't like women.
Yeah, sucks. I married one. Bummer.
Well, you can be married to a woman and not like a woman.
What are you doing around here?
Are you telling me that doesn't happen?
Yeah, you're right.
Sadly, that happens to people when they're in marriages. The man hates them.
But my thing is, so she wants the Bengals for them to go back home.
Yeah.
And where's home?
The other reality, the
Other
Noor
realm.
dimension.
And then with one Bengal, when Kamala shows up,
What does Noor mean?
Light.
when she fights with Kamala, and Kamala's like, "You can't do this."
They don't really fight.
They know they kind of. They
She
know
clashes
they do
and we take like a
Well, they
3-hour
explained in the
break.
episode before if they open it, both realities are going to merge together.
But they
and
don't. She just dies, turns into a skeleton,
She-
and Kamran gets powers.
She closes it so that it doesn't happen.
But then why does
But why
Kamran
does it
get
go?
power?
Why does he go straight to him?
She transferred it to him. Somehow.
Transferred what to him?
Her powers.
She never demonstrated those powers.
And the problem is
That's the problem. Is when
That's
you
the
Maybe
problem.
they'll
even
be
the
explained later.
But you can't make a movie with Cliff Notes and like
Marvel
not Cliff
makes
Notes.
Not
Cliff
cliffhangers
Notes,
with
DLC.
everything.
You can't do that with DLC on this. Like, oh, you'll learn later about it. You gotta have somewhat.
Everything Marvel does.
You gotta have somewhat of a story to close in. You can't just say this guy got powers for no reason.
yes, sooner or later that like because there's no clear explanation for that, right? It doesn't feel like they're hinting towards something. It feels
Or
like
if
something
they-
they would explain later.
Or if they hint something where it's like, this is how we think he got it. You could do think all day. That's fine.
It's annoying that they keep
But
they
when
keep
you-
doing the throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks.
But when you just don't mention it at all, it bugs me because I'm like, did I have to rewind it and rewatch it because did I miss something? And I didn't because I did not. I hated the episode.
yeah, because none of the other
I was
ones-
so mad because I was so into the last episodes before that one or those two. The girl who played her great grandma, she was awesome. Everybody was
not
like,
senile old lady.
everybody was like, damn, when they saw her. But she.
Oh, you mean the young version?
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody was like, damn. That's how they were. Like Friday.
The whole point of the story, though, was that
Kamala
the
had to
band-
be there.
The band wasn't Kamala's powers. She had the powers all along.
Sure.
She was the
but
one
then why
in
do we
the
need
flashback.
why did we need the backstory of the
To
Bengal?
explain that Kamala was the one that saved her in the past.
Then why did what did the Bengal do when she put it on? That's the thing. Is I get that they'll explain it later.
I
Like,
think-
I can
I
understand
think-
that.
I
but you
think-
can't.
I think the
more
Bengal
you
was,
do that, the more it just gets more, and the more they do it, is the more. And
I'm
more
okay
annoying
more
it is.
with the Bengal because it could have been coincidental that when she put it on, her mutant
jump-started her
her mutant gene
Wow,
just
you
unlocked.
just gotta jump right into
What,
that.
excuse me?
Her
Her what?
So interesting enough. So we get the new episode. And the new episode goes back to like we're getting the cool music again.
I like the last episode. The last
episode was really-
doesn't save the series for me, but it's good.
I told everybody, let's see if this helps me like turn around this series. It was really good. It went back to the normal. It went back to the goofiness and fun, being a young girl.
It's very Home Alone-y. They have to Home Alone it at the end.
Oh my God! Yeah, see that.
Dude, those by the
You're-
way,
you're-
all those kids are dead, and they get hit with that gun.
You're
They're
marking
dead.
you're marking it up a little more higher for me because I forgot that was actually a really cool scene where they go to the school and they're like, "It's time to. This is my house. Don't be afraid. Don't get scared now."
I just loved like how everybody was just
So you're not cousin.
accepting of her being a superhero. Even her mosque was like, we're not gonna let damage control take you.
That was really cool, and it was crazy because a lot of shows or movie stories, comics, but it's kind of crazy that the mom and everyone was cool with it.
And I liked her mom giving her the costume that was
Where the
cool.
fuck she get that badass garment from?
It was made.
That's like.
She put the whole stuff together,
And
and
the-
then also that.
The way they tied
She made the
in-
whole costume.
But if you look at the whole costume compared to that, it's like, Mom, why didn't you try this harder?
Because I actually put effort in this time.
And-
I actually care now.
with Carol not being Ms.Marvel in the MCU, having the lightning bolt or not having a lightning bolt and giving a reason for Kamala's
What was her
lightning-
regular necklace that got broken?
Probably like a K.
I don't know, but it made the symbol of her name.
I know it made the,
The
symbol.
lightning bolt,
I know it made the
which-
lightning bolt. I was wondering what was the logo first
I don't know.
that broke or whatever. But yeah, so that was actually a good tie up with the whole family.
The worst part of that last episode is, have you ever seen a police van with windows in the back that go around the whole car where you can watch everything? There were just some weird things where it's like, of course you want them to watch it.
This was damage control.
It doesn't matter. If there was not a single vehicle
Okay,
that
you
would
wanna talk
detain
ugly.
people in it that have a bunch of...
You want to talk ugly? The damage
Oh
control
my
lady.
God.
She looks like a witch.
And that's her appearance is the only valuable thing, okay? Right, Ernie?
I know
She
her
annoyed
Orange.
me.
That's the only value a
so
woman can
much.
possess.
She plays the same character in Orange is the New Black, so the whole time I'm like, oh, she quit that prison and now she's in this one.
I like the guy that's like, "Are you?" And when he finds out, he's like,
The one
hella
that
mad
was
at
hunting
her.
after Spider-Man and all
You
that.
can't-
So,
Spider-Man.
but then homie,
Comrade gets powers, and then he like
he,
takes a heel turn. And
but
then
he's
takes a
like hella
non-heel turn, and then
hurting the
takes-
whole time. He's like,
I thought he was going to be the main villain.
Also, Bruno's got like a broken fucking arm, and at one point he gets like pinned to the ground. At one point he also falls through the window, and he like lands on his arm. These are nitpicks. Okay, so they didn't ruin the show for me. The fourth and fifth episode ruined the show for me.
yeah, if they would have kept it going the same way, I would have been like super just high ratings for me.
I would have loved it.
But yeah, the whole
mutant, bro.
the whole moment where she kind of does the double fist and stands there. It's a
Embiggen.
Is that what she says?
Yes.
Why?
because that's her power.
That's what it means to get. It means to get large. You
That's
become
literally
big.
her power.
That's how I'm gonna get my wife pregnant.
Oh my god.
Embiggen. And then she'll look at me like, why?
Did you know that there's a Ms.Marvel and Wolverine comic coming out?
I know the girl who plays Kamala. What's her name? She
Mom.
wants a Wolverine team up really bad,
Well, she wants every team up.
and she
I want
sa-
to be in all the movies ever, forever.
and she still won't give up the fact that the 616 now is the Marvel.
What do you
I
mean?
mean,
Because what was Marvel movies were 1999 or some shit.
Now there's 616.
Now they're calling it 616.
Well, that's
616 was supposed to be the comic world.
that's what Christine calls it in Multiverse of Madness when she's on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I love how you have like you can, and this happens in DC stuff too. They just have a computer that lets you look up different realities, like, because like they. Sorry, that threw me off.
She's
Just
off.
silence.
Real quick, here's to DC hopefully giving us some stuff to talk about after Comic Con.
Oh my god, they better announce some Justice League Dark stuff this
I heard
week.
Batgirl's amazing. I heard Brandon Fraser is amazing. But carry on. No, he's...
Ragman.
No.
I know. I want Ragman
Oh.
of the dark stuff.
anyways, go ahead. What you were saying.
I don't remember. The thing threw me off. It wasn't important.
The AC turned off. Yeah, but I mean...
Very.
Then them fighting and then she protecting him, he puts up the whole...
And then all he has to do is calm down and his powers go away.
he blocks it all with like shards. I don't get his powers at all. Like
In the comics, he's blue glowy like that.
I thought he was at... What's that guy that came out? Mosaic or some shit?
The basketball player.
Yeah, when they're trying to do new characters. I thought that's what he was at first. What's Mosaic's power? He turns like to glass or
I
something.
thought he turned into electricity.
Is he
They don't stop. They don't stop.
electricity, baby?
They don't stop. But no,
You won. Say it. Spit it out.
it's just whatever. They closed it all up, and I felt like it ended on a good part. I loved the quick. Again, they did the cool, cute show where they're showing everyone on TikTok and everybody on Instagram and like I'm a hot dog and like
I didn't expect Zoe to like befriend her out all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah, that was
kinda
weird.
that
random.
was kind of cool though, because like again, it's nice to see.
It's funny
some-
when because they like kind of just show up because like she shows up right and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're still here. She's like, oh yeah, I was taking TikToks, and then her brother shows up.
I'm
And she's
still
like,
wondering where she got her Ms.Marvel costume inspiration from.
I
And
don't know.
it was just
A lot
weird.
that part is kind of cringy when you look at everyone in their costumes because some are really really dumb or really,
Kamala's
really
was really bad too.
yeah, it's true.
She's made of cardboard.
She do it. She
Cringe.
love the game, but then we finally get Bruno going like it was a mutation.
Banana.
It does it weird. How's it do it? It goes like banana. It does like really soft.
It's like kind of violinish. Like
But it goes like banana. So I read that she was originally supposed to be a mutant.
That's what one of the co-creators said.
that she was never supposed to be Inhuman.
But
Why would you ever call her that? That's just awful, Ernie. Don't call people inhuman.
what is it? Mike Perlmutter?
Ike Perlmutter.
That's when he was having
He wanted the
fights with the MCU, so he was pushing Inhumans hard, and she became an Inhuman.
Inhumans are
And now they're dead.
instinct
In the comics?
extinct.
I'm pretty sure they're dead still.
every single one of them. Crystal,
She's really
Donny Cates wrote Death of the Inhumans, right?
I don't know.
Crystal.
That was the last comic that came out featuring them. That was probably 2008.
I was reading an interview with her. She was like all okay with it. She's like, even though Black Bolt's like my daddy, I'm like, what? I don't get what the fuck she meant by that. But
She likes the lore.
but reading like the creators and
Wait,
stuff,
is Black Bolt her dad?
No.
I don't know why she said
Abu
it.
got cucked by Black Bolt.
The creators were all okay with it. They were actually really ecstatic. They were excited that. But I mean, at this point in the MCU, you'd be ecstatic if you were told like, you're a mutant. If you're an Inhuman, they're like, hey, guess what? Your character's Inhuman. You'd probably be kind of bummed out, like, wow, that sucks, because they're not going to do anything with me. The fact that they're like, hey, they're a mutant now, and because someone
Is she gonna be an X-Men now?
they're gonna. Well,
I'd hate that.
Ryan brought out a good point that she's basically armor's power, and I was
Yeah?
like, wow, and I was like, well, do we really need an armor now?
Wow.
Well,
okay,
he
so
just
the
killed
so,
Hisako like
yeah,
that.
Japanese characters don't need representation too.
She could have a different power.
She
Fuck that. We had
Who's
Suki.
her
What's her name? Was her name Who's Yo? Not Yo-Yo.
What are you? Trying
I'm going
to say?
into Kill Bill.
Lucy Liu.
Deadpool 2. Hi Wade. What's her name?
The Pink Girl.
talking about her girlfriend.
Yeah. Swear it's Suki, and that sounds really racist, but he's like, hi Suki.
Was it Yukio?
Yukio? Maybe it's Yukio.
But that's supposed to be Storm's girlfriend, so they messed up there too.
Dude,
so.
I was just reading a comic the other day where X-Men or
They
Storm,
did whatever.
Storm and Wolverine were fucking boning, so I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Like,
Storm's been with Wolverine.
why did they make all the
Forge.
mutants these horny motherfuckers?
She's been with Thor.
Forge?
I know, but
Oh, she's probably been with Thor.
Dude,
At some
Thor
time.
would knock your bedrock. Oh my
I think
god.
Rogue-
Which one? The comic book one or Chris Hemsworth?
Both.
Rogue as fuck Thor.
Language. Rogue is fuck Thor. How can you do with Rogue?
Huh?
You need a condom.
Not anymore.
Does she not have those
She
powers?
has full control of her powers.
That's stupid.
She needs to have that flaw. Like X-Men 3 where she's like, I'm gonna go. I
I
don't
can't
like
even
it.
touch anybody. Get over it, bitch.
She's like, I want to know what it's like
movie Rogue is awful.
I want to know what it's like to touch someone. Wolverine's like, are you sure about this? She's like, I gotta go. I was on the other day, and I was like, blah.
They killed her character.
And Angel's just looking around the corner like,
Cause
I'm a bird.
he's in that movie for like 3
If anyone,
great sequences.
If anyone needed the serum, it was Angel with them big ass wings.
No, what the fuck?
He cut
Are
them
you
off.
They grew back though.
are you kidding me though? If you had wings, people wouldn't be like, "Ew, gross mutant." Half the fucking
Have you
population would be
seen-
like, "God is coming." You could easily pass as like, "Nope, I'm a real
But his
life
parents
angel."
were super religious.
That's even weirder. You'd be like, "Oh shit, my kid's." It's not like their
You're
son
a
is.
fucking bird. You're a
not-
bird.
It's not like
You're
it's
a mutant.
Nightcrawler,
You're
right? Like I gotta understand with Nightcrawler.
Fuck yeah,
right?
I'd
If I
take
had a
over-
devil baby too, I'd throw it out the window.
I've
She
been watching.
throws him off a waterfall.
He probably deserved it. Oh, it was Mystique. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Dude,
she's a
I've been
bitch
watching
anyway.
X-Men
Fuck that.
Evolution, and it's such a cop out that Nightcrawler has a watch to
He
turn.
has it in the comic too.
Does he?
Has a watch
That's
to
such a
what?
cop out because he's like, doof, you look human.
I think he stops using it, but Professor gives one to him.
It's
That's
such a
like the
cop-out.
Beast thing. The guy didn't want to dress in Beast makeup, so they just he.
Oh god, he's
yeah,
so.
that's not part of Beast's story at all. That was dumb.
And the Professor X thing where they.
And I won't lie, watching X-Men 3, like I said the other day, Kelsey Grammer, motherfucker, rocked it as Beast.
Hmm?
Oh my! Even in the fight scene where he's like
Scarlet Witch
swings
is so
around,
good in
kicking,
that
he's like,
movie.
I was like, oh, Kelsey Grammer.
Just,
6 to Midnight. Who?
I said Scarlet Witch is so good in that movie.
You're trying to make a joke about Jean Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, she's Dark Phoenix. It's whatever.
That's not- that's
But
not-
Xavier always said he wanted to build bridges.
I know you love that line. Let the pawns go
He
first.
starts throwing flaming cars. Like, why would you need to throw a flaming
You
car?
know who was good in it?
Pyro?
Leave Elliot alone.
Elliot Page. Pre-Elliot. He was
You'll get it eventually.
It's
You're
so
working
hard.
You're working on it, and I'm proud of you.
I loved their part. And then
Move out of the way.
Juggernaut's like,
What did she say?
Soccer hooligan juggernaut.
she's like, come at us, dickhead, or something
It's
like
weird
that.
how she says dick, or he says dickhead.
Time out.
Speaking of the boys,
Only on episode 2.
is it rough? The fact that
Hasn't
you,
caught my attention.
the
yet.
fact that you are finding it rough is going to be a good discussion to talk to boys.
Isn't you're finding it rough?
Not rough. I'm just not.
Yeah, then stop putting fucking words in his mouth, you cocksucker.
It just hasn't.
He's saying that it's I get it. The
I'm-
shock
I'm-
factor value is there right now.
Sure, but that's like the first scene, like the first episode. There's still a bunch more stuff.
So there's gonna be no more shock value.
It's not about the shock value. That's not why I find that show entertaining. It's that it subverts so many things. There's so many things you think are gonna happen that don't. All this, you have to watch it. If you watch it and hate it, that's fine. It's your fucking opinion. But you should give it a watch.
Give it a whirl.
I know. I'm watching it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. I don't want to hear any of his fucking opinions about it until he watches it. Till you watch it. No.
I started it, but my wife was like, and I think I told her that I'll probably just watch it by myself.
Oh no, a guy's penis blew up.
I mean, oh wow, everyone I talk to, they're like,
It's so realistic.
Excuse me.
Oh my god! Look at that gross real tongue that's falling out. It's a fucking
not-
show.
no, it's
man.
not that. It's-
Grow pair, get
It's
over
the
it.
fact that a guy's walking around a dick like Adventures in Babysit or
Who cares?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, where it's
Oh.
just like, oh, this is with like magical school
You don't
bus.
think people would do that?
The magical school bus would be flying through. Inside of this is Eureka.
Carlos, that's a butthole.
The thing that bothered me was not that; it was the love sausage part.
I have.
The guy with the giant.
season 2.
Oh yeah, you're not there yet. Never mind. I'm thinking of something earlier.
See again, random weird shit.
But you still want finish it. Before
So Ms. Marvel is officially confirmed. I didn't think they were going to confirm it.
it's season 2.
I thought they were going to just be like,
Confirm what?
she has a mutation. I didn't
Oh.
think the next day every outlet's like confirmed Marvel has
But-
confirmed that she's a mutant.
Marvel hasn't.
Yes, they have.
Prove it. Show me the tweet.
I
from Marvel.
read from
Did
the
you read the
creator
article?
and the writer.
I need to hear it from Feige's.
Feige's faggy mouth. I said Feige's faggy
You
mouth.
better.
No, you did not.
He. Somewhere in here, we're gonna see like a sniper pop in.
Yeah, dude, he's just.
Feige shows up like
And Ernie gets mad when I'm like, oh yeah, Ernie hates black people. And he doesn't understand that he does it to himself. He says that stuff out of context.
Feige appears like Palpatine on holograms. Like, what'd you say?
What did you just call me?
I just love how he has a hat for each movie that comes out. And they're exclusive hats that only he has.
That'd be dope.
No, he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's dope. Like 1 in a million. Like I said, there was that meme where it's like, this is Black Bolt, he's an Inhuman. And it shows him, he's like, he's a what? I mean, an unmutant. And it shows him with the visor on instead. That, it's cool. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I'm not so tied to Ms. Marvel that I'd be upset that they made her a mutant. The fact that we're getting mutants is a good idea. I think we need to eventually
How do you feel all the people on the internet that are like, wanted her being human are feeling right now?
I don't.
Think they're satisfied or you think they're pissed?
It just sucks to have, I think...
You can answer the question.
I'm fine with it.
From Twitter, what I've seen is people are just happy that we have some type of mutant.
Did you see Josh?
Mutants
Josh
being
just
gross,
posted
you know?
on Inner Sanctum. It says like fans of Inhumans are in an uproar, and he's like, "This show had fans."
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's true. It's like, but the thing is, what sucks is Inhumans actually is a cool group of people, but I could deal with them never being in the Marvel universe.
I feel like it's
No.
I can deal with
fixable.
them.
They can be Kree experiments of the Kree still.
That's the only thing is because my whole thing was, you know, Captain Marvel worked with the Kree.
But what about Lockjaw?
I know that's
Yeah, how is he an Inhuman?
you can't make him a mutant. Maybe he'll
Well,
be an extraterrestrial.
There is a cat mutant.
Why'd you say it like that?
How'd I say it?
Instead of alien, you said you went all
Extraterrestrial.
an extraterrestrial.
There's a mutant that Beast finds, which is just a cat.
It's a
and then-
human that turned into a cat.
No, it's just a cat,
The cat can't be a mutant.
and he tries to fuck it
Whoa. Whoa.
because he thinks it's a human. But
Does Beast not have his glasses on?
Time out. I need
don't-
this full fucking story. How does he come across this? Why is he looking for this? Why does he get horny for it?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up and find the story for you. But
Okay.
I've heard it on other podcasts.
Oh, I did not know that.
He tries to. Is it like a house cat sized cat? And
Yeah,
he tries to fuck it.
apparently.
He's like, I want to get frisky with that frisky cat.
I don't know if you weren't on Vine when it was a thing, were you?
Not
There's a
really.
Vine of this little white kid with his shirt off and this like red scratch across his chest, and he goes with the camera and he's like, "So I'm not gonna be fucking my cat anymore." That's the whole context of the
That's
video.
Oh, rest
It's
in
like
peace,
it's like him
man.
like picking up like a live stream, and just being like, "Yeah, just giving you guys an update. I'm just not gonna be fucking my
So-
cat anymore."
Moral of the story is maybe Lockjaw can be a mutant
I just think he'll be just an alien
dog.
dog or something.
Why does he have a tuning fork?
What about
in
like
his head?
Cosmo? Is that his name?
Who?
That's not an alien though. It's a dog they sent to space.
But why does he have psychic abilities?
Space.
I thought he was
He's a Russian
Russian.
dog.
but he was not contaminated. He was experimented on. I thought because a lot of the Guardians aren't like all like mutants. They all got powers different ways.
Oh, they can fix that with the high evolutionary.
Except for the Guardians that were,
That's true.
already mutants. So like Kitty Pryde and Gambit. And they were
Brian
Guardians.
loves Kitty Pryde a lot, don't you?
What a loser!
Kitty Pryde's like one of your favorite X-Men.
She's like my introduction into X-Men. That's my
Just
first.
because we watched that bad TV series.
Yes.
I watched it too. Didn't make me like go, that's my favorite.
It literally had an arcade game that we loved. The same story.
I guess.
The show was made for that game.
Well, as far as Ms.Marvel,
Give it a rating, Ernie.
I'm gonna do
Tell me how much you hate
decimals. I think
People of color.
it's so hard because it was so good at certain points. I think it'd be like a 5.6
Out of 10.
Yeah, it's hard.
If we're doing 10, I'll do 8 out of 10. I'd say it's my second favorite MCU show.
Really? See
What?
It's good. It's very good, but those episodes I have to take in consideration.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 4.
4 is bad, but I mean, I'm doing decimals
I mean,
now.
even if it kept its thing up,
I'm doing
I would
decimals,
probably
it's
at
too
most
hard.
giving it like a 7. But
Someone
it's not
asked-
made for me, and I can recognize that, right?
Someone asked Iman what she thought about like all the backlash on the show. She said maybe the show just isn't for you.
All right.
that the
I didn't know there was backlash. Besides people not wanting women have power.
yeah the Pakistani stuff and the
I can give two shits about that. That was probably the coolest part. Is the like, go ahead.
Wow, you don't like Pakistani people now either? No, I that's not like a mine, but the women's empowerment, yeah, fuck women, man. I just don't care because it's a coming of age story, and I just don't care about those.
I
kinds
love
of
coming
Those
of
are
age
my
stories.
favorite.
Yeah, because you guys are stuck in the past, bro.
You
guys already came to age, and it sucks.
I'll
I just-
never grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I'm a big kid now. I'm a Gerber baby.
All right, I'm old. I just
Why'd you say like an old man? I'm old.
I'm old.
You shunnies don't understand.
I
I just hate it. I just hate brown people, right? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I just hate the hate towards any woman with power. Everybody flipped out. People flipped out about Thor girl.
Wait, what?
Thor, what do you want to call her?
Love?
Yeah.
So,
Lady Thor. They're like, no, there's only one Thor. You
Oh,
can't call her Lady
she's
Thor.
the mighty Thor?
Like,
Mighty Thor.
you can't call her Thor because Thor's a name and it's not a mantle.
It's a
I
man.
thought you were talking about Gore's daughter.
I didn't see
Who
the
is she
Thor's
supposed to
daughter.
be?
Love.
Anybody? Oh, okay.
Mistress Love.
What? I
It's,
don't know.
it's
I'll have
another.
to- I'll have
It's
to look into
another.
it.
Is that his real daughter, too?
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth, right?
No. Christian Bale's real daughter.
I meant whatever. I was talking like in the comic wise. I think like
No, shut up. Lady Sith with her one arm.
Captain Marvel people hate.
Did her arm get
Did
cut
you
off?
see?
Have you
did
seen the movie?
See,
Okay. Yeah, she was-
without saying too much, when they posted the end credit scene, and our buddy from the what's it called made a comment about her coming back.
Who coming back?
Captain Marvel. He's like, "What's this? See you next Tuesday doing here?" He made it a Prime post.
What?
And I was like,
Just say his name and edit it out.
the guy that runs the site with us.
Say his name.
Josh.
Oh.
He posted, like, what's this See You Next Tuesday doing here? Like, as a post, I'm like, why are you going to
What
talk
to see
like
you
that?
next Tuesday?
Use the first letters. And he put it just, like, out there. Like, he was hella mad and mean to her. I'm like, what did Captain Britain do to you,
No,
dog?
no, I'm sorry. We're going on a Declan grammar rant. Fuck that. If anybody says see you next Tuesday to represent the word cunt, that's stupid because
They
it's,
do that all the
it's-
time.
It's CYNT, dummy. See you next Tuesday
Oh.
would
Oh,
be
sure.
CYNT.
I mean, to be real
You
with,
fucking morons.
See You Next Tuesday is always
Don't call
been,
people
he
that
said.
word, but don't be a fucking moron.
I love that word. Thank you, Butcher and the Hound.
That's what I would type back. It'd be kind.
There's
Saint?
There's a
Question mark?
Spice Girls song that's called See You Next Tuesday for that reason.
Yeah,
too.
Spice Girls are dumb.
I love them. We went to theaters
all
to see
be like
Spice World, didn't we? We went to theaters and saw Spice
That
World.
was my fault.
Present. But yeah, so I don't know. We all gave our ratings on that. So Mutants, what I wanted to talk, it sucks. I hate that we're always on Marvel and stuff like that, but so much is happening.
I don't.
The gala happened, and I had to pick up the gala. It was
so cool.
it's
They're
eight-
all fancy.
it's
and dressed up
$8.
in it.
Gala is so interesting, though.
Is
this one?
Is this
all
the
hap-
second gala?
Yes.
Is
$8.
Exodus still in his normal ass clothes?
Exodus isn't there, I don't think.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Hamm's there.
Yeah, John Hamm is there.
The actor?
Yeah.
So is
No. Show me the panel. I want to.
So is what's the writer's name? Polar?
Doom's there. Dormammu's there.
Not Dormammu.
Oh, it looks like Dormammu.
Doom
Everett-
is weird.
Everett
Get
got
it.
so old.
Who?
Everett.
Oh, Sync?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's weird because I read Generation
So-
X from back in the days, like 93.
Okay, it starts with a sex scene.
So
No,
you
okay,
know-
wait. First
Is
of
that
all,
before or after
first of all-
Wolverine bones her?
First of all, explain to me this: what is the relationship
They
of
sh-
Storm or
It's polyamorous.
of Cyclops and Jean Grey? Are
that
they in love with
Aqualad?
each other back into the anime series days where I'm like, oh, they mean something to each other, or are they sharing each other?
They're in the danger room.
They're together.
Are they actually fighting the Avengers? They're in the danger room. They gotta be.
Yeah, it's not real.
I was confused.
Wait,
about
comic
that.
books aren't real?
No, I mean they're not fighting the Avengers there. They're together, but I'm pretty sure they're open.
And Jean Grey's just okay having
Why
sex
is
with
Spider-Man
Wolverine.
blonde and on a motorcycle?
Who?
That's Steve Rogers.
Steve
Look at the
Rogers?
bag.
Why does it look like it's a Spider-Man knitting?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind. Tony's out of here.
But so she openly has sex with Wolverine and other people
Yes.
I think they leave it open to
because it seems like Wolverine would have a moral. They all have moral standing grounds. But what I really learned about this, I hope Glob dies
Why?
and gets to come back as something different. I'd rather
he'd
die.
have to die in Otherworld.
I don't care. I would go do it. Yeah. Why does Sync have a beard now? And
So Sync can use other people's abilities when they're
Is that
not
Emma?
there. Yes.
Damn. She's looking good.
That's Emma.
Oh my god. Is that John Hamm?
Yeah. If Sync uses he has,
because Sync had before
Why
Sync had to
John
be
Hamm?
married
but now
because they always bring actors into
now
it.
he
Why John Hamm?
I don't know.
now he could remember people's abilities, even when they're not near him. But it's aging.
Is that 2099?
Who?
Or is this just
No,
Spider-Man?
that's Spider-Man's
That's Spider-Man.
glammed up look.
Whatever. I thought it was cool. Damn. Doom out here looking like a fucking pimp, bro.
Yeah, but he
that
makes his-
mask is sick.
They're talking about Spider-Man. Was it Spider-Man that's asking him who would you bring back from the dead?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's
brings
like,
back Bowie.
he's like, he says something about I wish Bowie was a mutant or some shit. I didn't like
Could
that.
no, he just says, could Bowie have been a mutant?
So
like, he's
the whole
kind of...
thing about the story is everybody knows that mute
Shit hit the fan. Yeah, the world,
Who the fuck is this chick?
Rogue. It's a flashback of when he met Rogue.
And she beat him up?
I mean,
She was a terrorist.
she was part of the Brotherhood,
And Cap let her beat him up?
I guess. But the problem is, what happened is everyone in
Dude,
the
Magic's out here with horns now? Alright.
everyone in the world now knows that mutants can't die. That no matter what happens, they could.
Is this Proteus?
Yes. It's Moira's.
He's one of the
son.
5.
I really don't give a shit about what you're saying. I care more about this stuff.
Well, me and Ryan will talk about what happened at the gala.
Who's the red guy?
Where?
This guy.
That is, I forget his name. He's
with the bad guys, right? With Mora.
He's part of Orcus on Mars's moon. So Orcus
They're all villainous, though, right?
yeah.
Because they're working with Mora.
Moira.
And Mora is a robot, and she left her robot hand. It looks like a necklace on Mary Jane. What was the point of her being there as Mary Jane?
So that she can go on the.
Just to go to the gala, get info.
Mm.
So basically, they've been using medicine to help humans cure abilities and stuff. So Steve Rogers is all for it. But then you find out that Reed Richards basically helped them do something, and they erased some of his memory.
Well, they were able to figure out the resurrection protocols from something that Reed spoke about a while back when Professor X scanned his mind. And they took the
Who's the zombie?
like the know-how and then wiped his memory.
They
of it.
took the trademark without buying it.
Who's the zombie?
I don't know.
I thought it was
could've-
Deadpool at first, but you see Deadpool later on for a second.
Oh, he's right there.
That's funny because that's when I saw it.
Well,
Because I was like, "Is that Deadpool?" In
The
scene?
older guy is
Harvey Weinstein.
Posen.
I don't
He
know.
wrote Deadpool for a bit.
Oh, the guy. He's really tall. Poseidon. I don't know. But they basically tell the 5, "Hey, this shit's gonna be like raw."
Why is MJ? Oh, what the fuck?
That's Moira McTaggart.
That's what we're talking about. Is the 5 are like, "Hey, we're gonna keep you
Why
off."
did it say MJ? You okay, MJ?
It's Mary Jane.
I thought
Moira
you said-
McTaggart is controlling her body.
Is she a bad person now?
Oh my God! Listen,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read the
he's
30
explaining
years.
it to you. You see the arm on her hand?
Yes.
That's not a necklace. That's Maura
Oh, I
McTaggart.
can tell that.
Maura McTaggart is controlling her because she can't.
That is Moira McTaggart?
The hand is. So Maura can't get into the gala.
Why was she turned into a hand? Or
She-
she controlling the hand?
she's controlling the
Okay, I
hand.
thought she was the hand.
Like,
That's what I mean. I'm like, damn. Who turned her into a hand?
so
Are they the new X-Men?
those are the 5. Those are the 5 that could recreate life.
Why are they all? Shouldn't they all be like in lockdown?
That's the problem.
Well,
is
Magic said
live it up.
everybody's gonna be here anyway, so you might as well be here around everywhere. Everybody, they're not gonna be able to touch you if everybody's up here.
And
so-
basically they'll be protected. But the problem is Bishop is like what? One of the head security now.
He's part of the council.
Oh, and that's the problem too. Is do you know what I realized?
There he is.
But see, that's not Mr. Sinister, right? He's something else.
That is Sinister.
But why does he go by Mr. Mixoplix? He's got a weird name. He's
You
like
talk about Essex?
he's not Essex. He's something else.
Well,
Is that Moira?
in
more.
X-Men,
Damn, why is everybody so hot?
in X-Men,
Like none of them are ugly. That's fucking bullshit.
the last issue of X-Men, you find out that Dr. I forget his name. Is it Dr. Stasis?
I think so.
He's the original Sinister. He has a club on his forehead instead of a
Yes,
diamond.
yes, he's in there.
Oh
yeah.
he shows up like earlier.
Yeah, so Dr. Stasis, he's the original one. He's been cloning Sinisters. So, what?
But
Who's this dude?
I can't see.
But my
Robot guy.
whole thing is, as much as, oh, he looks like he's right here pulling this crap out. Dr. Stasis copy. He's talking to him. I don't know, but
Someone in Orcus.
the weird thing is, as much as they're all working together, they're all fucking each other over.
Yeah,
It's very,
Is this-
it's starting to fall apart.
it's very Game of Thrones. It's very,
Welcome to Utopia, bitches. Doesn't work out well for everybody.
when Firestar shows up there, and they mention it. I thought Ryan was like using it as a slang term, as comic readers use it. She's like, "Yeah, they called me a cop." I'm just like, "God damn." But I think there's an agenda why Emma invited her to be voted onto the.
Well, Emma.
team.
So in New Mutants, when Emma was the head of
Generation X?
Was it the Hellions or Marauders?
Hellions.
She tried to get Angelica to join. She manipulated Angelica, who had a horse named Butterum. She did some type of psychic thing to Butterum and killed Butterum, her horse.
She fed it too much
Which,
popcorn.
in the issue, there's a few times she tries to apologize to Firestar, and she says, "Come to the
Is there not an
stable."
outfit edition?
there
The last
is,
one had like an edition that just had the outfit.
different
Do you still have that? I want to
Well,
look at it.
different tie-in covers have the covers of all them in their outfits.
This year, instead of the gala happening over several different tie-in issues, it's just the one.
Mm-hmm.
But there were previews where Doom's all like lit. The one thing is, why is Doom there?
Because Doom does
Just
as he
every-
pleases.
But why would
Everyone's-
X-Men be like, let's invite Doom, a terrorist,
He's not a terrorist. He's a ruler. If anything, he's a despot.
and
They're
why
open to everybody.
Why invite Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Why-
clearly.
Tony. The only reason why Tony comes is because of the outing of their healing. They're bringing mutants back to death. They can't die. So Tony sees that and he's like, whoever it is, Pepper, whatever the fucking
It's Hellcat.
Who's his AI
it's,
now?
Hellcat right now.
Hellcat's his AI.
No, Hellcat's who he proposed to her.
I'm at Luke
Last
Fireman.
issue.
Who the fuck's Hellcat?
She's.
Trish Walker.
Oh yeah, did you ever watch Jessica Jones TV show?
Yeah.
The blonde girl,
Trish.
Oh.
her best friend, breast friend.
Tell
she
you about
turned him-
my
she
best
turned him down.
friend.
But yeah, so
Yeah, I would too. It's Tony fucking Stark.
Iron Man's like, I'm going because mutants for some reason keep blah blah blah, and then Captain America's like, I'm going because they're helping with the medicine now. So everyone's starting to show up. But what's the whole deal of making sure that Mary Jane was there? And she tells Mary Jane, I'm gonna wear your body on the Free Comic Book Day issue, and she didn't wear her body. She just used her neck or whatever.
That's what she means.
No, I thought she was gonna skin her because she
Well-
was skinning people before that, right?
Yeah, she wore.
Why is she all fucked
She
up?
wore Banshee's face because she wants to kill the mutants.
Why?
She's lived 10 lives where she's seen what happens when mutants are in the world, so she wants.
And
to
it's
get rid-
always awful?
Mhm.
See, I was right from the beginning.
What happened with
Fucking muties.
Mystique and Destiny?
They're in the issue.
They're there too. No drama. No trying to kill them. So overall, what did we learn at the gala? Last gala, we learned the terraform of Mars. We learned the new team. The new team in this, they said, was like the least important thing in it. Even though it's important, it's the least important thing. But Cyclops, did he want to be on the team?
He wanted to.
So it looks like it's Iceman, Firestar, Magic, Forge?
Forge did not want to be on the team.
No.
Which
What's going on with him and Professor
Jeans.
X?
I don't know. It's a story development.
Professor X is like,
Jean, Cyclops.
And then people are calling it the white.
The white man?
They're X-Men white.
Jesus Christ.
One.
Oh, Sync.
You know Brown?
You talking about Forge?
Yeah.
He's named in there.
He's the American.
That's pretty cool.
I love Cyclops' new fight.
And can you really count Iceman as being white? He's nice.
His name
He's very white.
He's Bobby Drake.
He's so white, he's white as snow.
Oh.
Who's this guy?
Sync. Sync's a badass.
What does he do?
When he's close to you, he can sync your powers, but Ryan
he
just said
also
that he evolved.
he can also amplify powers.
But Ryan said he evolved where he doesn't have to be around you if he remembers your powers, but it ages him now.
In the X-Men story, Hickman writes, him and Laura go into a place called Children of the Vaults, and they live there for, I want to say, like thousands of years.
Yeah, Firestar looks thorough.
So Iron
He's
Man,
learned how to use his
Iron
powers.
Man's not too happy there. Tony Stark, they have a really dark conversation at the poker table where he's not too happy with what they're doing as far as basically making sure no one dies and saying where's it going to go. And we're like, we're just glad to see you next year. He goes, there ain't going to be a next year. He left. Mr. Fantastic is realizing that he tells who that something got taken out of his mind, or someone tells him
It
that.
was Tony.
Yeah, Tony realizes that Mr. Fantastic.
When I was looking at it, it looks like Mr. Fantastic realized that. He tells Tony in the book.
Yeah, so my thing is like,
It's like they did tell him.
I won't lie to
Tony's
you.
like, we'll talk about it later.
This is a great
Shut up.
opening from Ms. Marvel going to the mutants. I think this is a good time for people to get into mutants. Because this was crazy. Like, whole idea of having an island was meant for harmony, I felt like, and to be together. But holy fuck, with the council now, and
It don't matter if you're Homo sapien or Homo superior, you're still gonna fucking fight.
they're all starting to fuck each other over.
Yeah.
And something's going on with Forge and Professor X, because Professor X is like, is this gonna fuck up, basically our plans? And Forge is like, everything will be on,
He said, "I'll quit if I have to."
I'll quit the team if I have to. That's it. They don't tell us anything. So something's going on with him and Professor X. They're planning on something. But this is when they announce Forge.
Wait. Where's Mags?
He's on the rocket.
That's
Mars.
What is?
He quit the council. He quit everything. He doesn't
So he's
want.
starting his own colony.
He just wants a break. But now he's kind of king.
Well, he's king.
Well,
of everything. He's king of shit, bro.
How are you the king of Mars with no one there?
All of
Kuroka's.
the mutants of Oroka.
Oh, so he kind of gets what he wants. He wants to rule other mutants.
He didn't want to, but then that's a whole nother story with Abigail.
So what's the future story? Because Spider-Man's there. Why would Spider-Man show up? Just because he knew Mary Jane was going to be there?
Why was Mary Jane gonna be there?
Because Mary Jane is one of Emma's models.
Oh.
Her grandma is taking. Well, she's not a model, a spokesperson, because Mary Jane's aunt or grandma is taking Krakoa medicine that's healing her cancer.
That's right.
Watch
So
it like
something's
bring
going to
your
happen.
cancer back and turn her into a giant monster. Something horrible.
What's weird and really creepy is White Queen showing up and she's talking to everyone like,
Why do you call her?
well, because she's the White Queen. Emma Frost. Emma Frost is talking to everyone like over an intercom, but in their minds, and that would fuck me up. And it's just like
it's not what Professor X does.
not at a party,
And it wouldn't even be Wait, I think
not at like the mall. Like it feels weird.
Well, I
They're
feel like they
also
live in a
used
pretty
to it.
open
That's how
society.
But like she's like, and we are very happy with giving medicine back out to the humans. And Steve Rogers.
You just like the idea of ads being transported into your brain.
Yeah, well, Steve Rogers is like nodding his head. He's showing like smiling, like this is a good thing.
You can Futurama episode with where you get ads in your dreams.
I wouldn't doubt it. So I don't know. Like I said, I think this is a great time. I don't like jumping onto. I like buying trades, but the gala idea seems always really interesting. So this year I picked it up. $8. Holy fuck!
Wow, what a fucking bank buster.
I don't know how many pages are in this compared to a regular issue.
Doesn't matter.
Pretty
It's
solid
still,
amount.
it's still a lot going on.
Usually it's like. Is it
Wait, they're on the
26?
moon?
And what's that with Jean Grey and them talking then
That's-
and talking now?
House of Summers is on the moon.
Excuse me? Are you
I
telling
told
me
you,
the
it's
Summers have a vacation home on the fucking moon?
Yes.
And what? They just moved in because the property fell because the humans are dead and no one else is living there? So it's like, fuck it, free real estate. Fuck that. When did the mutants decide they could fuck off and go take Mars?
So they're
Fuck that.
so
Fuck the mutants.
Their
They gotta run hell.
X-Men house is in Manhattan.
so they're talking on a flashback. Then it goes to now where she's
They're in a
like,
tree. That's their Manhattan.
okay, and it's basically her telling him that.
They're in a tree?
Yeah, their house is a big. It's called the Tree House.
So basically, she's telling him that he needs to be part of the team now, or I want you part of the team.
Yeah.
Dude, they're like asking you. They're like begging
I'm
you.
really sad because I didn't see Gambit in the issue.
He's
Even
dead.
though- Yeah.
How do you die?
Merlin killed him. I
Did he
see
strike with a bolt of lightning like a wizard? Just like, ah!
How did he die?
Merlin was throwing some type of magic and Gambit like
Was it recently?
2 weeks
Were
ago
they fighting?
Jesus. In what comic?
in Knights of X.
I was buying Knights of X. I bought the first issue just to check it out. And Magneto's heavily in it. Why is he so heavily in it? He was on the fucking cover.
Well, you like Magneto?
Magneto's and X-Men Red.
Oh my fucking god! I feel like we're going back to the
Red
90s.
like Mars.
I feel like we're getting back into all the.
But it's a good jumping point because I think Judgment Day starts this week, the week of Comic Con.
People are trying to say the free comic book Judgment Day has a preview of Blade's daughter, and they're trying to count that as her first appearance, which is really annoying me. I hate that kind of shit.
I mean, technically.
The ads. There is ads of Wolverine shirts, but I don't know. But regardless. But that's it. That was a quick new season 3. I think we have a lot to bring.
I have nothing to bring.
No, there's too many shows. There's too many comics. I like us more digging into comics. I just want us to dig into other comics and kind of talk about even if it's you two read a comic and I kind of like, or anime, and I'm sitting here trying to.
I love reading
listen
anime.
to it.
It's kind of what you do, though, right? If you're watching it sub,
I love chocolate. Always.
you have
have.
to read it, right?
Ever since I was a kid.
That's such a deep cut that no one would ever understand that.
What was that from? Golden Corral?
It's a stupid commercial.
It's from Golden
like
Corral, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
There's like a Golden Corral commercial, and they're like interviewing people real quick, fast things. And people are like, buffets are the best. I love it. And then they go to this black dude, and he's like, I love chocolate. I always have since I was a kid. And I'm just like,
You mean like everybody else?
we're just like,
Whoa, you love chocolate since you were a kid, yo.
so me and Ryan always say that to each other. Like, I love chocolate. I always loved it since I
Dude,
was a kid.
I love chocolate. I only had it for the first time a year ago, but I'm in love, man.
This stuff. I wish you was.
Yeah, what's weirder? Somebody says that I love, like, unironically, oh yeah, I love chocolate ever since I was a kid. Or, yeah, I love chocolate. I only started eating it about a year ago. What is weirder?
The first.
I've been eating
Not the
chocolate my whole
latter.
life.
Yeah.
I've been on that chocolate grind scent, bro.
I've been
I like
my
chocolate.
whole life. You like dark chocolate too, like I do. Ryan probably doesn't.
Dark chocolate?
Yeah.
If it has salt.
What a weird requirement.
I know. Like,
No,
You can just put a little salt on
sea
it.
salt.
that little dash.
What's the difference?
It like brings
What is
out
the
the
diff-
sweetness. Of
What's the
it.
difference between sea salt and regular salt?
It's thicker pieces.
Well, could you just get coarse salt?
A croissant.
That was. I don't want to say anymore. I forgot.
Jesus. Make sure you guys like, subscribe,
Don't do that.
share.
Fuck all that.
We're on everything. You can go on TikTok and argue about things Declan says, argue about things I
You
say.
you could remind me I haven't seen the movie Us.
I'm gonna run a train on those episodes or those movies
Hot.
to get ready for us to watch Nope. So make sure you get ready to watch Nope. I think it'll be a very fun discussion to see if
You know, Arnie?
Jordan Peele
No.
could keep up with this M. Night Would It Twist type of movies. Because I think the genre burns out, but who knows? He might be able to keep it going.
Better to burn out.
Just
than
like
it is
Declan
to
just
fade.
said, make sure you check out everything else. Hopefully, we'll have more things coming. It's just been rough getting other people involved. Everyone wants to be on the podcast. No one else wants to do other things outside of the podcast.
Yeah,
So
why
that's
would I
the
want to
fun.
do anything outside the podcast? I have to do this every week.
Well, it's not just that. Damn, people love your excitement.
No, fuck that chocolate ice.
But yeah. Oh yeah. New merch. I have
Get out
merch.
the bitch!
I have merch.
Yeah.
If you want to wear anything.
This motherfucker out here with like 30 subscribers, I need to go to a merch store. Acting like you gonna make money? Fuck. No one's gonna buy those.
Dude, I'm not making any money. It's just literally for people to wear, just to be like,
Who?
rock. Mom, dad. My dad bought a hat, dog. Almost thought I said hot dog. My dad bought a hat, dog. People bought a few things. It's cool. I'm not making any money off. I think
All my family just bought stuff because they felt bad for me.
exactly. It's just for us to have
The
cool
sympathy
shit.
money. They might as well just give me.
So
the
when
cash.
people walk by, they're like, "Hey, what is that?" Like, "Oh, Best Thrills Entertainment
This is my degenerate Good
podcast."
for Nothing Sons podcast.
And you
Instead
know,
of getting a real job, he does a podcast. Sorry, that's
Who?
applies to me too.
I'm sorry.
Who?
What? Ooh.
What?
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 On that note, thank you guys very much, and we will see you guys next time. Say something stupid, Declan. Besides yelling. Why?